From salt water to our drinking supply to tidal flooding on Miami Beach, we're clearly living with the impacts of climate change.
Water managers are already adapting to a new normal.
In Broward County, salt water overtook this well, forcing Hallandale Beach to buy a lot of it drinking water.
A disaster for Miami-Dade's agricultural industry.
A fast-moving brush fire burned through wooded areas of Southwest Dade.
Even now, a strong storm, they argue, could send raw sewage spilling into the water.
We simply can't ignore what's happening in our communities, whether it's flooding, loss of water supplies, beach erosion, failing infrastructure, extreme heat, wildfires. Those are all really prominent indicators of the need to begin to organize resources and respond in a different way to a very different sort of physical environment that we're already inheriting.
There's so many urgent planning decisions and legislative decisions that should be being made to prepare for a not too pretty picture for the future.
There's septic tanks all over this area. That's one of the things we got to fix, is that septic tanks are very vulnerable to sea level rise. As soon as your water table reaches the top of your drain field, the toilets stop flushing into the septic system and start flushing into your bathtub. And that's the day people move into a hotel. So we got to get all of the septic systems in the region converted over to municipal sewer. And the sewer plants rebuilt and relocated and the whole system turned around so that it's less vulnerable to the immediate effects of sea level rise. That's just what you have to do to stay here for a while.
I think local government gets it a lot better than state government on coastal policy issues. That's where the leadership is in the state now.
In Broward County, we've been investing very aggressively in planning for climate resiliency, I would say for the last 7 or 8 years. We've advanced massive changes to our comprehensive plan, our land use plan. We've integrated climate resiliency in our budgetary processes. We collectively realized as a region that we were exposed to very significant challenges associated with climate change. So we advanced a regional climate change compact that was that commitment, and then subsequently developed a regional climate change action plan. And while there have been a great number of advancements that are happening in our communities, there is an even greater need for a better organized investment on a statewide level to support all the great investments and planning that's happening locally.
The local effort and the stuff that they are doing, the modeling and identifying critical infrastructure, the activity is just mind-blowing. It's incredible, but it's not trickling up.
The state government is completely out to lunch on this topic. We have a governor who says, I'm not a scientist, like that's some kind of excuse for being negligent in addressing the crisis of the coming age. So that leaves people like me in local government as the adults in the room, and we got to do something about it.
On the local level, we do know that action is being taken. Our concern is just the stagnant activity on the state level.
We sure wish that our elected officials in the state capital of Florida had some sort of a plan.
This is a critical issue. State government has got to engage on sound coastal policy and climate policy.
We are either going to be the canary in the coal mine, or we are going to be those that help to lead the way in how we can effectively address these problems.
I think that Florida is very much going to be an indicator, and the way we choose to adapt to climate change will end up serving as a model for communities and states across the nation.